This is how you can build your AI command center in under 10 minutes. Up front and very easily, what you can do is you can take the transcript from this YouTube video and you can literally just paste it into either Claude Code or B, your OpenClaw orchestrator bot. And they should be able to code this just with this transcript over the course of about an hour. Additionally, if you want the exact prompts that I use that come from my bot in order to build this out, you can have access to those in my free school community. So let's jump right into it. All right, so this is how my mission or my command center, mission control, whatever you want to call it, is developed. So up front, and as you'll see with a lot of content creators, there's this Kanban board. And so essentially everything and what this front end sits on is a Convex database, which is locally hosted on a Mac Mini. So if you look at the Kanban board, there's 5 sections that we have to pay attention to. And you also want to have an understanding of how this works with your OpenClaw bot if you use OpenClaw. So realistically, what this does is this has a direct line to my OpenClaw bot. So the pre-queue is something that I own as a human. So as I come up with ideas, I query my orchestrator bot and I say, hey, I'm working on a project called Deal Genie right now. Can you make a plan and create a pre-queue Kanban task for yourself or for me? Bot makes the pre-queue Kanban task, and then I start loading it up every single day. So you can see down here, I have like future tasks that are meant for future days, and I have other tasks that I have to speak about today. Now, what happens is when I move this from the pre-queue into the queue, on my OpenClaw's next heartbeat, what it's going to do is it's going to engage this Kanban task, and it has an understanding like, do I need information from my user in order to push this forward, or can I just develop this with the coding agent and push this through the pipeline? Either way, on the next heartbeat, what it's going to do is it's either going to put this into in progress and then finish it and put it into review, or it's going to put it into in progress and then it's going to ask me if it needs additional context. So you can see right now I'm installing the Excalidraw MCP for my content agent. On the next heartbeat, my orchestrator will ask me what's going on here, move it into in progress. Then once it finishes it, it goes into the review section. And then from there, I can query my bot to either move it back to in progress if we didn't do a good job or if it needs to be fixed, or I just move it down to the done queue. And then at the end of every single day, my done queue gets cleared and all of these tasks get archived and put into memory. Moving on to the second tab, this is my analytics tab. What's really important to take note of is that people are hesitant to showing these off is because they're always changing. This analytics dashboard that I created is 2 weeks old. If I click on this here, this is what my old analytics dashboard looks like. So here I've got just my YouTube analytics. I've got all video analytics. I have like my competitors. I have a variety of different ideas. I have like breakout videos. So what I'm actually doing is I'm developing this and I'm building this back into my command center. And the reason I'm doing that is just because as things develop, it's constantly changing. So for this YouTube analytics dashboard where I get like viral videos that break out, I use the YouTube API to grab competitors' videos, look at the average view count they have, and then if their videos go past their average view count, it ends up on this page. From there, once it goes into that page, it goes into my content pipeline. And here it has a variety of ideas. So you can see here, these viral ideas come into my content pipeline where they all have a variety of different cards. So you can see I have LinkedIn cards, I have YouTube cards, and I have X cards based off of how I want to grow on those certain social media platforms. If I approve a YouTube video, what happens is it automatically goes into this approved section, and then I can decide how I want to transition it from there. If I move it from approved into scripting, so if I move the video into scripting, my content agent automatically does the script for that particular video and then sends the script over to Discord where my scripting agent provides me information. Additionally, this works for individual LinkedIn and X posts as well. So how the LinkedIn post works is essentially I've created a variety of competitors on this competitor tabs on the the 3 platforms that I'm active on, which is LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. And I've loaded it up with a variety of competitors. What happens is every single week on LinkedIn and X, it scrapes my competitors' tweets or LinkedIn posts. It sees what their average engagement is. And if there's any viral post, it moves it as an idea into this content pipeline and applies my business's context to their post to see if it would be a good idea for me to generate that content based off of. And then additionally, going back to how I was showing off my YouTube analytics dashboard, I have all potential YouTube competitors in here as well. This is a work in progress, just the YouTube piece. And again, this is the reason why a lot of content creators aren't showing off the command center right now, is because this is a work in progress. So you can see the followers aren't here, but over here in this actual dashboard that I built out a couple of weeks ago, it like all of that data does sit there. It's just a matter of speaking to my orchestrator agent to switch this all over. So moving on to the calendar section. The calendar section is essentially where I manage all of my orchestrator's daily crons. So you can see I've got a variety of daily crons. So today we're sitting at approximately 4:30 p.m. This is my next cron where my orchestrator agent says, hey, what do you want to do tomorrow? We got a plan tomorrow out as a day. Just do a brain dump and I'll do it. It's just a simple reminder. And then I've got like a nightly self backup. I've got my nightly security audit. I use the GSD plugin with OpenClaw to actually do coding. So it does a GSD update every night on my Mac Mini. We've got the viral detection analytics script that runs every single night and just a variety of others. Additionally, in the command center dashboard, all of the memory files that I make on a day-to-day automatically get moved in there. So what I did is I told my bot, hey, every time you make a memory or you commit something to memory, what I want you to do is I want you to commit it to memory, but I also want you to move it to our command center dashboard. And I can edit all of my memories inside of this dashboard and search them as well. Additionally, I created a system with my agent where we have something called core memories, which is where our agents, they access extremely important memories. So you can see we've got our Convex database sync protocol as a core memory. We've got our memory architecture vision as a core memory. So this is just things that our agents constantly need to go back to. I've created a projects task, which essentially is connected to Claude Code. As you know, GSD breaks things out into phases. So you can see here for this particular project that I'm working on, what my coding bot does is it codes in GSD, and as it gets through the phases, it updates these and it moves it into my projects tabs. At any given time, I can come in, open an active project, and I can see where I'm at. Same with the command center. You can see how many iterations I've been through this command center. I'm at 15 out of 16 phases right now. And then lastly, we've got the team section, right? So you can see I've got all of my bots right now. Nobody's really working, but that's okay. I'm recording a video. I can see when my Claude Code session is active on my Mac Mini as well. And then I've also got my human team. So this isn't built out yet. I'm in the middle of integrating this, but it just goes back to showing you that these command centers are always a work in progress. And it's never going to be perfect, especially for you as you build it out. You just need to start building out your command center and using it. So what's step number one? What I would highly recommend is you get your Kanban set up. First thing you want to do is set up the Kanban and get it integrated with your orchestrator agent. So when you move something into queue and the heartbeat goes off, they prompt you to get it done. When it goes into in progress, they're working on it or they're talking to you while they work on it. It goes into review and then you move it to complete or you move it back into the queue if it needs to have another iteration. And what this is going to do is this is going to speed up your workflows. So this was a very quick run through of how you can create a command center for yourself. Again, feed this transcript into your orchestrator bot or check out my free school community and that should take care of you. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how my OpenClaw agent uses a GSD framework to code while I sleep. So that's going to be an exciting video. So I hope you stick around.